Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. It is time to take on the second base on Power Fun. So as of the time recording this video, or I guess as of the time I recorded the footage of the attack, we were at 93 coins, they were at 195, there was 15 hours left, so this is once my 18 recovered, so I'm not gonna gem to attack, so I just had to wait the 5 hours, and this base was actually tougher in my personal opinion because look at those runes. Alright, team speed on Dunraw and a life, okay, and then we have all speed on Wyrmlad. So again, I know he's a support Wyrmlad. On attacker Wyrmlad, he's not going to be running How to Cure Your Dragon. He's going to be running Restore the Dream. He might be running the Skill Mirror skill. He's going to be running Revival. And then the scary one is Lukary, both with the Revival Essence, and my goodness, 3 strength. He can easily OTK me. So he was a huge threat. Even if Dunraw had Megatons, he could easily obliterate my Dunraw. And if my Dunraw didn't have Megaton, he could potentially obliterate my Wyrmlad, who's my Reviver. So the problem against him is that he's immune to freeze, and he also has anticipation. So if I do Thalassa, I have to be careful. So let's see what I did. Let's fast forward a bit, and I'm looking through all the speeds and everything, the stats. So I'm going to my skill set. I gotta make sure I have the right stuff. So I took out notice, my runes are all team speed now. I took out the strength because I didn't need it. And I put in Masterwork Armor. So here's one thing I didn't realize. Masterwork Armor gives me Skill Mirror. So if I have Thalassa and I do Thalassa's Chosen on my Wyrmlad and I have Skill Mirror, I'm actually going to reflect Thalassa's Chosen back to Thalassa, which would remove positive effects from Thalassa, give Thalassa freeze hater as well, which I thought was just a nice little thing. So I decided to go into this battle knowing full well that I go first. So I'm curious, let me know in the comments below, how do you think this battle is going to go? That Lukary is scary, right? What do I do? What's my strategy? Here's my skill set. I took out the removes positive effects skill and I put in Plankton Eater, but I still have, so Thalassa's Chosen is again the skill that gives freeze hater and immediate extra turn to myself. Plankton Eater trade disables and gives an immediate extra turn. Abyss Bottom removes positive effects, trade disables, and does Mega Freeze to everyone. And then Waves Momentum removes positive effects and Mega Freezes one monster. So what do you guys think I'm going to do? I think you can already kind of see it. It's kind of highlighted. I have Waves Momentum. So my strategy here was, let me do Waves Momentum and Mega Freeze Dunraw. And what I thought was going to happen was Wyrmlad is going to do Restore the Dream. So at this point, it doesn't really matter what Wyrmlad does. He chooses to do Despicable Beings, which removes my Megatons. That's scary. And it blocks positive effects because now Lukary is free to kill me. So that first move, removing Mega Freeze from, Mega Freezing Dunraw, I knew like there was a chance it could get removed. I kind of wanted it to get removed. I would love Restore the Dream, but I essentially just wanted to get rid of the Megatons. That was the whole plan, and I couldn't run my other skill because Lukary's anticipation would have triggered, and then he would have kicked my butt. So I took that. I'm like, that's fine. Exhausting Mass, my relic kicked in. Okay. With my monster, I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? So I believe this is where I do Masterwork Armor. The second reason I ran this skill was, do you see that 0 damage? It also gives total damage reduction. So if Lukary was able to attack me, hey bro, you're going to take 0 damage from me. So I'm cool with that. So like I said, he's frozen. So now this is when I can trade disable. Ooh, yes. So I was able to hit trade disable on Lukary. His anticipation doesn't kick in. And then I can do Thalassa's Chosen. Like I said, Skill Mirror, back to me. Ha, now both of my monsters have a turn. I can do Restore the Dream to get rid of that block effects. Awesome. And then I can Abyss Bottom, trade disable, Mega Freeze. And just like that, all of them are frozen. I can do Curse of the Pharaoh. Or I can set up my gates. And let's see what I do. I think I was scared. Okay, yeah. I'm like, if Lukary gets a turn, I need him to kill Dunraw. If my Wyrmlad dies, it's game over for me. I don't want to not get 3 coins. So I did that, even though I think I could have gotten away with doing my AoE skill. So then it goes over to me. And keep in mind, everyone's frozen except for Wyrmlad. Wyrmlad's trade disabled, so Righteous Evil will land on everyone. Wyrmlad is getting ready to attack everyone. Bam! Sunburn and Curse, just like that. They have all of these DLTs, and now that there's no dodge area, there's no anticipation, you can see Thalassa truly shine, being able to remove positive effects and change, like, the reason Thalassa is so good is because she can trade disable And then she can remove positive effects and freeze. So she can literally chain freeze over and over and over again. She can remove positive effects from the enemy team. She can remove negative effects from your team. Give the triple damage. She is such a phenomenal broken monster. It is insane how powerful she is. So look, that's me freezing Wyrmlad again. The DLTs are kicking in. I believe I do Curse of the Pharaoh, or maybe not, because I don't want to reapply the curse. So I just went with Dry Heat. There's the curse. I can do Plankton Eater again. I don't know if anyone need. Oh yeah, I needed to retrade disable Wyrmlad. So now he's trade disabled again. The last is chosen. I didn't need to do. I don't know if I do if I recharge. I think I probably do to reinstate it, or yeah, I did it to reinstate it because I get an extra turn, so it's a free recharge. And then that puts down the cooldown on the other skills. Masterwork Armor, I can do it again. I don't know if I do it. I probably don't do it because I also don't want to trigger relics. So that's one of my strategies here. Like, oh wait, I did do it. So look at that. Relic kicked in. Taking a lot of damage from the DOTs. I think Dunraw will die next turn with DOTs alone. And again, just the fact that I can literally keep removing effects is insane. Let's see, what do I do? Do I Waves Momentum? Or I think I probably Waves Momentum. Because I wanted to keep the trade disable skill. So here's me deciding, what do? I don't know what to do. Let's fast forward a little bit. Yeah, I do Waves Momentum. And then Huguai survives, so he gets an attack on me. So here you get to see him in all his mighty power. Oh wait! He had the total damage reduction. So I guess it was smart for me to play it. He took 0 damage. He dealt 0 damage. I don't believe I do Curse of the Pharaoh because again I don't want to redo the curse and all this does is add a nightmare. And I don't want to trigger relics, so I might do Intimidating Roar. Or I might just recharge. Oh wait, yeah, for the guard down. It's a 0 damage. Wyrmlad's almost dead but he's alive. He'll die next turn. Or maybe not, he has no DLT anymore. If I freeze him, he'll die. So, no one's frozen at this point, so I do my AoE freeze, Mega Freeze, everyone gets frozen. Dunraw died, it skipped Wyrmlad's turn, because when a monster dies with DOT, when I was recording this, the next monster in the turn order will skip. Huguai was frozen, he couldn't do anything. I believe I recharge. I do my Megaton, I reinstate Megatons, I believe. Let's see. Because I don't want to trigger the Revival Relics. Yeah, so I just did that. So he dies, comes back, and then it goes over to Thalassa, who I can just do Plankton Eater again, and then I could Mega Freeze essentially. So there's Plankton Eater, and I believe I do Waves Momentum. Yeah, Waves Momentum. I got an alt. I don't think I needed it though. So what do I do? Righteous Evil. Huguai will come back from the dead. Watch, Resurrection. Huguai is back, and I can't do Thalassa Chosen. There's no need to. I recharge. Huguai is there because, let's see the turn order, because Wyrmlad died with DOT, Huguai's turn got skipped. I believe I do Curse of the Pharaoh, and now he has Curse and Nightmares. I believe I do Abyss Bottom, which Mega Freezes. I got my alt. I just recharge. I didn't need the alt to win. Thalassa's Chosen, recharge, Dry Heat, and hit Masterwork Armor, and Huguai dies, securing my 3-coin victory yet again from the second base, which was honestly a really tough base. And then some hours later, we are taking on Zilla, who has Elvira, very nice monster design I may add, a Dunraw and a Wyrmlad, so pretty much the same base, right? But this time I ran, I think I changed the skill set from my first battle. So High Pressure Fluid, and then Abyss Bottom. No, I think it was the same skill set. Abyss Bottom this time. I went after Wyrmlad. The reason I targeted Wyrmlad was because he was next in the turn order. So I'm like, you know what? Let me see if I can maybe, because if you look at the runes, Elvira is an attacker Elvira. So just like the first battle, I'm like, maybe Elvira won't do a Warmaster Aura and the freeze won't get removed. So right now they're frozen, and I was right. Light of Salvation was the skill of choice, and almost killing my Dunraw. Look at that. I have 1000 HP. My goodness. But they are frozen, in fact. So I'm like, haha, I was right. Warmaster Elvira, you fail. You didn't remove the freeze. So I am free to do Righteous Evil this time around, or Restore the Dream. What do? I believe I go straight for the Righteous Evil because it'll land on everyone, Sunburn and Curse. And then Dunraw can't do anything. I believe I do Plankton Eater on Elvira this time because I want the trade disable. I want to make sure I freeze. And then I do Waves Momentum. No, so I actually got rid of Thalassa's Chosen for this battle, which is what I should have done on the first battle, to be honest. So now everyone is frozen. I do believe I do Curse of the Pharaoh for the nightmares. Because it was fine to redo Curse. That was an issue. So yeah, there is the Curse. So everyone's cursed, everyone has nightmares, everyone has sunburn. As you can see, Wyrmlad is now immune to freeze, but that's fine. I can get rid of that freeze immunity, which honestly I didn't need to do because he's going to get a turn anyway, so that would have been gone. I do restore the dream. I need to start recovering my Dunraw. I don't want Dunraw to get killed by Elvira. So DOT damage is how essentially I end up winning this one. I have Abyss Bottom. Once again, that's powerful skill. Trade Disable Mega Freeze. So trade Disabled Wyrmlad again. Everyone's Mega Frozen, but Elvira and Dunraw were frozen, so now they're immune to freeze. I believe I probably do Intimidating Roar for the guard down, to be honest. Maybe Gates. Okay, so I do Gates just to redo the Megatons. Goes back to me. I believe I probably target Wyrmlad. Not Wyrmlad. I probably target Dunraw. Here's me checking the relics, seeing what they have. Or actually, yeah, so Wyrmlad, apply the Sunburn. Ooh, look at that, 118k. Did a Megaton, so that's fine with me. I have so many skills in my arsenal. So High Pressure Fluid can get rid of all those. And then I am free to target Elvira. And I believe I do Waves Momentum, which again removes positive effects. So it removes the immunity to freeze. And I can freeze again. Honestly, I think I checked for relics. And I'm like, I actually don't need to do anything. But Waves Momentum doesn't deal damage. So relics won't trigger. So Elvira died. Wyrmlad's about to die. I can do Righteous Evil and kill Wyrmlad. And bam, just like that, Wyrmlad is dead as well. And did he have Revival Lessons? Yes, because it's Power Fun. They all have Revival Lessons. So he's back. And let's see, Intimidating Roar probably. Do I need a Daze? I don't think it mattered, right? It's just a Dunraw. So I recharge. Plankton needed to trade Disable from Wyrmlad. And then a recharge. And then Thalassa gets a turn again, so this is where I can freeze. Oh, Despicable Beans, that's cool. It doesn't do anything. In fact, you just triggered my relics. I can probably do Abyss Bottom. So trade Disable Mega Freeze, which will also Mega Freeze Dunraw. So yep, everyone's frozen. Recharge. And then relics, not relics. DLT kills. Curse of the Pharaoh, it'll actually land. Nightmares and Curse. Tiger's Trap kicked in. Ouch, 30k. Gotta be careful with that. I could always resurrect. So I probably do Restore the Dream or a single target. Nope, Restore the Dream. And then don't need to do anything, so I recharge. And then DOT and 26k. And that secures my third victory and successfully getting 3 coins yet again. So once again, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Again, I had a blast. I think my strategy was there, but you gotta give a shout out to Warmaster Thalassa. She is so OP, she is so broken. But again, I hope you guys are really enjoying this. Let me know in the comments below if you are, and I hope you guys stay tuned for the next episode where I take on 2 more powerful bases.